They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the damage. Can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTS, RPG, or maybe even MMO.
Howdy, and welcome back to another video for Lord of Heroes. Now I need you to hit that like and subscribe buttons as I post content daily. Alright people, we got a good one today. We're going to be talking about a few things. As you see here, we taking on the final boss of the game. At least I believe it's the final boss. We're at chapter 8. Stage 16, and this guy got them hands. So at this point, it's really hard because the jumping progression that you need is tremendous here. Like it's insane what you need to be able to take this guy on. Like, you see the damage that he does and everything is crazy. He wipes your team like really fast, and a lot of people are stuck at this point. And we're looking to figure out what we need to do to get ourselves past this point. Generally, you know, it's more of a DPS check. You know, can you dish out enough damage, and can you take a hit? That's kind of where we're going to here. So I'm going to talk about some of the farming that I've been doing since I've got here, and a few other things that I've been kind of circulating, talking about on Discord. And if you're not a part of the Discord, you should join. Link to that in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Come by, hang out. We talk some good stuff here. Yeah. But in that regard, we're going to go ahead and go to our primitive, Premevo halls. There we sounded it out. We're working on this English here. Primeval halls. Yeah, we're gonna go to these halls. And English, please don't do this to me. Specifically, there we go. Hall of Trials. Y'all don't know how much I struggle with this damn language. And this is where I've been spending my time since I've gotten there. And it's not just to farm gear, because I guess we'll talk about that too. You know, the gear and everything after this. But it's not specifically to farm gear. Yes, somewhat, because at this point, if you're this far into the game, chances are you're able to farm at the very least floor 4, which means you can get 4-star gear, which is pretty good. I mean, like, you can definitely fine tune, get all of the 2 and 3-star gear off of your team, as well as having gear to sell, because we do have a problem with gold, and farming this will definitely give you gear to sell. Granted, it does cost a lot of energy. You're probably going to run out of energy, but it refills fast. The GM give you energy. You get plenty of energy through various ways. You can log out for a couple hours, log back in. Boom, you got rewards for energy in the box. You go hit the shop, you got energy. Just like you Gucci. Like, I got more energy than what my max cap is, and I had no energy prior to, like, logging back in and starting to record this video. I did a little farming prior to that, but you get what I'm saying. So let's talk a little bit about our gear right now, because I did have to level some gear and really fine tune my team to take us to that next stage, just to even get to the final boss. So we're gonna go through everybody that we use and just look at their gear. I've been taking some of the levels a little further. I guess my friend, I haven't really did that much to. I need to level some more of her gear. Like, this +3 can definitely go to 9, because we're taking things to 9 now. At the very most, right now, we're taking things to 9. Some other stuff I kind of want to go further. Some things I want to get replacements for. This probably will go to 6 at the best, because I think 6 is like the good benchmark. I've been going for like the 2 stars, the 3 stars, anything 4-star and above. I'm trying to hit the 9 mark. I think Frem is the one that I kind of ran out of gold because I use my gems to buy some gold just so I can be able to like farm it up. I guess I kind of recommend it, but don't kind of recommend it all at the same time. I'm kind of at odds with it because, I mean, it definitely was needed for me to be able to progress my gear, to be able to get over those humps, because this game is all about your gear and everything. So we did a bit of leveling. So you can kind of see we got a piece on Charlotte at 9. Guess her little epic piece or whatever is like that, but everything else we got to 6. We got her on nothing less than 4-star gear, and we've been working on trying to get the speed, because you do get speed on your ring and your necklace. You can get speed on those slots, but you know, we're trying to get speed, trying to get her tanky. It's like she doesn't have a lot of attack, even though her heal is based off of her attack, but her shield is based off of her HP. But we're going to give her health regardless of what the shield was based off of anyway. I mean, if the shield was based off of attack, then we probably would have wanted more attack, but we definitely want to get her tanky because we want her to be able to take a hit, and then her shield is really strong. And even though her heals aren't the strongest, the fact that she has a strong enough shield with enough health will make sure that you don't take a lot of damage. So if you're mitigating damage, then you're not worried about how much you're healing because you're not being hit. But final boss got hands, so all of that is out of the water. Then the same here with our Red Cider. We've been taking some of his pieces to 9. We really was working on him taking his pieces to 9 because we wanted him to dish out damage, but we was trying to make sure he was able to survive a bit as well. Yeah, we can probably... I think I stopped leveling that because he moves first in the rotation, which he shouldn't move first, but he got some pretty decent base speed, but we got a lot of speed subs, I think it is. Like, this is a 6 sub on this ring and everything. Like, we got some pretty crazy subs. I wish I had more crit rate. But we got lucky on some of our gotcha, but like this 10 speed sub, this road speed at that too. This one road speed, and still got a chance to roll more speed. So it's like that kind of stuff. Some of the mistakes that I'm seeing already on this account that I'm fine tuning on the alternate account, we're gonna go over some of that as well. But it's pretty much the same through and through for my team, as far as just leveling the gear and trying to get them on the best gears possible. I think boots is the hardest one for me right now, but I'm gonna have to even go back. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of this gear and probably make some changes and spend a shit ton of gold replacing some pieces because of the mistake I made. And the mistake I made, and we're just gonna pull up our alternate account here, is early game. Now pay attention, people. Early game, your main stat, flat stats are better than percent, people. I'm going to say this again. Early game, your main stat, flat stats are better than percent, because your stats are really low base. Percents is more likely as you level up and get the stars up and get higher base stats is going to be more important, but the flat stats are more important, and I can show you an example here. So we're going to take a look at Mah-Lon's HP. Now we're plus 1298 with this chest piece currently. So she has 510 here, and this 2% on her base, which is 1813, is only 36.26. So we're just going to say 36%. I mean 36 extra health from that. And then we're going to go to this other one that gives us 8%, and they both plus 6. I literally wasted gold just to plus 6 this one to just make this portion of the video. So 8% here, and we're going to switch, and we see that we drop significantly. That 2%, that 36 doesn't even matter. Like, we lose so much of her health on that, and that goes for every other stat as well. So when you're building and you start to work and fine-tune your stats, because don't worry too much about the sets. If you can get the sets on them, if you can get the sets and the set bonus, do so. But if you can't, get the stats before sets will come later down the line. You want to get your stats as good as you can get them possible. So we're gonna just slap that right back on so we can get all the HP that we're missing. So yeah, definitely make sure you take care of that because it's important. All right, so let's just. So I've been kind of at odds of what else I should do at this point because I'm figuring like I gotta level up gear, I gotta work on some gear. There is a few options because I was looking at my Lord and I'm close to hitting this level, and if you click on it, it tells you here like what you need to increase your level. Say your Lord level increases whenever you recruit, promote, or ascend a hero. So it's going to take me a minute because I need gold as well as I need potions to level my heroes to ascend my team because those are the only ones that I want to work on. So it's going to take a while to get there. But I could buy a hero, but we're talking about 3,000 gems that I'll be spending, or even 6,000 that I will be spending. But at the same time, that will work out well because if I buy a hero for expedition, and there was somebody that really was advocating that in the Discord, about the expeditions and having more heroes, because the more heroes you send out, the more chances you get potions. So for the people that's looking to get more potions, do more expeditions. Do more expeditions because there's really no way of farming them, and that's the closest thing to farming that you can do. So we definitely want to hit more levels, and so we can unlock more things. So because the higher the level you get, the more stuff that you unlock over here, and we want to get everything that we can get that can help us. Really, I'm looking for this formation, the assist, because I was wondering like, how do I unlock the assist formation? Like, more assists during the battle, that is going to be tremendously crazy. So being able to do that is going to be beneficial, but it's hard getting the extra gems, so to speak. So it's just we working and we thinking about it. Then I still have the option of doing more alchemy, giving myself the opportunity to get more gear. By getting more gear, that means I can be powering up more gear and becoming strong. But at the same time, if I do, that means I'm gonna have to do more farming to get more gold, and then getting more gear, or the current gear that I have, we would still have to go here into the shop and spend some of our gems to get us more gold. Because I think the last time I bought this one, because that's how much I had, because I still wanted to keep some of the gems I had left over, and we went through all of that. That's how fast it goes. So the last thing here that I want to go over is when it comes to like the heroes and picking the heroes. One thing that I've been dibbling and dabbling in, and we can see here, like, a lot of people have been advocating for the blue Vanessa. It costs you 6k gems for her, and the reason behind wanting to get her, and a lot of people talking about getting her like early, like the first thing you should be buying with your gems is her. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying this is what a lot of people in my Discord has been talking about doing, because they had purchased, this was the first purchase that they made, and it's because of her burst here for revives all allies and restores their health proportionate to the user's defense. So build her with high defense, so you get more heals on top of it, and a revive that can potentially keep your team alive. So even when you're doing those boss stages, if somebody dies, you don't have to worry. You can res them and still get you a 3-star at the end of it, which can help you through your progression. And then her S2 here that heals all allies in the amount proportion to the user's attack power, grants all allies a drain buff for 0 turns that drains enemy health when attacking. So potentially with this drain buff, like, everybody pretty much will have a self heal on their skill when they attack and everything, and she heals everyone. So that's going to be good. And then people are replacing Charlotte with her. I still think Charlotte is great. A great healer and support. But right now I'm working towards getting the blue Vanessa on my alternate account, we're close to getting that 6,000 gems, because I definitely want to test her out and see if she's really the option you should go for right off, because you eliminating a lot of what you're going to need if you're just saving for that, because I haven't spent my gems on anything yet on the alternate account, and it already feels like I'm a little bit slower in some regards. I'm putting more focus onto leveling the gear that I have gotten so far, and doing my best with that. I did get some lucky pulls in our single pool for the dailies and everything, so that kind of like helping as well. But once we get her, I want to see how fast that we are able to climb, and I'm going to take Charlotte out and just see what the big difference is. So in a later video, I can tell you if that you should be getting her first and then working on gear afterwards, or you should be working on a bit of gear early and then getting her. We're gonna talk about that. That's kind of where we're shooting at as far as what we want to do and what we are testing currently. So this is pretty much it for today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed and maybe learned something new. I know I've been learning a lot today. But if you did, make sure you smash that like button. If you didn't, there is a button for you guys as well. Link to our Discord where we talk about this game and other games that we play will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Make sure if you're new here to subscribe and turn those post notifications on so you can be the first to see my content when it goes live, people. And this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088, and I will see you next time. And I'm out. Deuces.